is a law today that has been passed that seeks to set up the trade development authorities. But most importantly, before the coming of the trade development authorities, there's a budget allocation that was made to the ministry that was established to coordinate the IPEP intervention. They also have set up a 10-member ad hoc committee that should go into the district and the constituencies to do a constituency needs assessment and then compile a report. The report would serve as the base information document for the regional development authorities. And so we went into the field to try and ask, how did that committee do its work? And did they do its work in a manner that is consultative, that is inclusive, and do the people even know about the IPEP project and intervention itself? And so that's what we went to the field to do. What we have found out is that in terms of level of awareness, obviously some key stakeholders are aware about the IPEP intervention itself, particularly political actors. So the minister, the chief executive, the members of the ad hoc committee can tell you what the IPEP intervention is. But beyond that, bureaucrats like planning officers, district coordinating directors really are limited on in terms of information about what the IPEP really is. And that goes again with the ad hoc committees, how they were selected, how they went about their work, how they prioritized their constituency needs. A lot of the bureaucrats are not even aware about the report itself that was compiled by the ad hoc committees. And so we thought that if this is the way we are going to go about it, then there's really going to be a problem in terms of how we implement the IPEP and then the kinds of impact that we want. Because we have the history of SADA with us, and it appears to be a similar process of implementation that we are seeing with the IPEP, then we have to be very careful so that we don't repeat SADA 3-4 times, which would have been a huge loss for us. Because if you are transferring 1 million per constituency, and mind you, for some districts they will have 1 or 2 or more constituencies, that means 4 million or 3 million US dollars annually, and that for 4 years doesn't have any impact to show in terms of the outcome, then we've lost a lot of money and resources for human development in the local level. So that is essentially what we wanted to put across, so that at least for policymakers, for the ministry, for us as citizens, this information should galvanize us so that we begin to watch it very carefully, because it's our taxpayers' money in a way. And so we have to ensure some kind of accountability in how that money is, so that there's no political capture. In the end, it's not politicians paying themselves for investing in politics, so that poly-entrepreneurs, as we call them, they go into politics and as entrepreneurs and invest in political parties, and in the end, they get paid through some of these vehicles that we establish that is supposed to respond to a certain development needs in our communities.